you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle, complete. That's Hamilton. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Caught left side, Williams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Yeah, this is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run a draw here on second down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. 20! Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now Prescott. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Now Elliott. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Klein. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Elliott running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
A second down throw for Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. And an alley to run. Oh, Prescott stripped, and this is picked up by the Saints. And look out, I think he's going to go. Past the 20, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. 10th carry now for Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. 2nd and just 1. They go to Elliott again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Elliott. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now it brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Elliott. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall around the 37. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Prescott on 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And here we go on 1st and goal. A give to Elliott. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott as the 1st half is winding down. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Prescott to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 48 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense. But a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
That was a statement stop right there. Now forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they don't get a touchdown here in this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, Prescott stripped. They find some open field here.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now they'll run on the draw. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there, punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints have moved out in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Prescott down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here's Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. But he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And to give this time to the tailback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you. Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and...
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, touchdown of the New Orleans Saints. Put 6 up on the board. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. To throw is Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. First down now, but that clock rolling.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.